Lexus has been on sale in Australia now for almost 30 years, and in that time it has never offered a diesel engine, until now. And the big thing is it's a lot more fuel efficient than the petrol. Claimed fuel consumption is 9.5 litres per 100 kilometres. Now, you're not likely to get near that in everyday driving or if you're going off-road, but it'll certainly use less than the V8 petrol engine in the LX 570. That is the big appeal of the LX 450d. Don't get too excited though, Lexus is not going to a full diesel range, far from it. I'm in the LX, which is the flagship off-roader, and underneath it's got plenty of LandCruiser genes. It's effectively a Lexus version of the Toyota LandCruiser 200 series. Except previously the LX only had a 5.7 litre V8 petrol engine. It was a thirsty beast. Now it gets the same 4.5 litre twin turbo V8 diesel out of the LandCruiser. So it's got a mighty amount of pull. You're looking at 200 kilowatts and 650 newton meters of torque. So yes, there are plenty of LandCruiser genes, but it's a lot more than just a new badge. Lexus has gone to a lot of effort to change the look, particularly at the front, which is where you notice it most. So new bonnet, for example, new headlights, completely new grille and fascia. About the only negative, other than obviously it's a fairly bold design, and not everyone might agree with it, is that you've got quite a low bit here at the bumper. So that's more likely to scrape something when you're doing off-roading. While it's difficult to imagine most people trying this sort of thing in their $140,000 SUV, it can do it, and it can actually do it surprisingly easily. The Lexus is also supremely quiet. This thing is such an effortless and comfortable tourer. It is an awesome way to travel out here. Or anywhere for that matter. Highway cruising or on a dirt road, that quiet, relaxed cabin makes for an easy way to while away the miles. It is a seriously comfortable machine, more than easily living up to its luxury badge. It's also pulling around a heavy body, about 2.7 tonnes, but the engine gets along really nicely. Floor it, it's good. But there are compromises, and it comes down to weight. Because of all the extra luxury gear, the LX weighs more than a regular LandCruiser, so they've had to pull some of that gear out. Third row of seats, gone, so it's now exclusively a 5-seater. You also don't get the rear entertainment screens, bit of a bummer for the kids. You also only get a single fuel tank. LandCruisers get 2 tanks, so this one's limited to 93 litres, so your range, your distance between refills is going to be a lot shorter. The LX 450d is a bit less city slicker than it was as an LX 570, and it's certainly a superb off-roader. That said, there are a couple of limiting factors. One, the single fuel tank. It doesn't quite get the range of a top-shelf LandCruiser Sahara. And the second one is that interior, that sumptuous leather. I'm not sure how many people are going to want to get that bit dirty and dusty.